Hey guys, Legendary Grimlock here, and how is the first day of the New Year's treating y'all? Because I hope it's going good for y'all, as good as it's going for me so far. But with Ark Survival Ascended and Ark 2 and stuff having all these little issues and stuff, I know I'm not the kind of person that likes to report on that kind of stuff because I like to keep everything a bit positive, but yeah, there are some problems with it still, and maybe some rollbacks with it, but it is what it is here. But I feel like we should give a special thank you to someone, though, and that is Up From the Depths. Now, Up From the Depths is one of the few people I think is responsible for Ark additions, and it's one of my favorite mods as well. But I think it's also, we talk about how this guy improves here. Now, if you guys haven't seen his community page, he is planning on doing some other dinosaurs, like the Erpimosaurus, which is a dinosaur I never thought anyone else really knew about, except for maybe like a few minor people, or maybe the people who actually just look into dinosaurs like heavily. And then Seismosaurus. Like, I haven't seen anything done with that dinosaur since Dinosaur King, obviously. But Up From the Depths is one of the few Ark mod creators who not only has made the Ark game much more fun, it actually makes me want Ark Survival Ascended more because now mods are being sponsored on it. I mean, this guy is doing that. He's got a Deinosuchus coming soon. He made the Ceratosaurus, and he actually made the Giga, one of the most few creatures I genuinely hated in Ark, actually likable. I love this version of the Giga. I love this paleo version of it. And he also made the Kentrosaurus rideable. The way he does these things, the way he takes his time with it, with the critique, the details, and actually improving these creatures in general, it it gives you this sense of he actually cares, you know. You see, when it comes to a lot of content creators and a lot of, mod makers, sometimes they make a mod and they don't improve it. Up From the Depths is very different in regards to that. Excuse me. Uh yeah, he's very different in regards to that. The many creatures he has in this game here, and the way he just simply, improves upon them like over and over and over again. Like his, I think one of the few creatures he's actually improved upon is the Deinosuchus, but we'll get into that later, obviously. And sorry about the noise. That was something, I don't even know what that was. I think that was the game. But to actually have the Seismosaurus, which is one of the few creatures I actually look forward to, and I hope it's an absolute behemoth. I mean, Seismosauruses are huge here, but again, they have to be absolute behemoths in the game. I expect him to do amazing things with it because, again, Seismosaurus is one of the biggest sauropods, and again, one of them to actually, walk the earth. I think it's like the second biggest after the super source or something like that. Maybe bigger, or you never know nowadays. Everybody changes something about the fossil. Why do you think we have so many renditions of the Spinosaurus? But yeah, this man makes some of the best creatures in Ark of all time, and I think he generally does deserve his own appreciation. I mean, this guy is improving everything. He's making a new, Acrocanthosaurus, a paleo version of it. That's going to be 10 times better than the original. Probably some different taming methods, you never know. But again, it's one of the few creatures that Ark players genuinely enjoy. And he's like, you know what? I think I can improve that. Let me get to work. How many people do you know actually improve upon their own works here? I'm talking about myself as well. How many people do y'all know actually are willing to improve stuff to make it better for other, not only other platforms, but to notice that they have these difficulties, they have these glitches, they have these problems with their systems, and they're willing to not only fix them, but to make sure that they're, no longer a problem. I mean, for example, take the Giga, right? The Paleo Giga. How it was one of the biggest pains to tame in Ark Survival Evolved. Like, there's no way you would actually go out of your way to tame one of these creatures. It's just too much. However, he not only improved upon it, but he made it better, in my opinion. He made it overall just better. The sheer fact that he had these gigas actually chase after you. They have to bite down on wild or tame creatures to build up torpor. And again, it's very simple and it's easier and less taxing. Sure, it's scarier, but it's less taxing than taming a regular giga. And again, the rage moment where the Giga actually turns on you, it doesn't do that unless it's in a group. Meaning you have to take that creature out by itself and you could have it rage boost and it not turn on you. Then you have one of my all-time favorite dinosaurs, the Ceratosaurus, the underdog of the Jurassic period, and he makes it so much better than even going after a Carno. Now again, if you guys know how I used to play Ark, I would always go for Carnos. Why not? They're like a Rex for beginners. They're like the I guess you can honestly say they're like the secondary predator you go for after rappers after raptors. I said rappers after raptors. And we only had the monsters and more Ceratosaurus for the beginning of it. We never had a regular Ceratosaurus. However, with Up from the Depths, he made the Ceratosaurus not only he made it fun, funny, and simple. All you had to do was basically make it some beer and go to work. Well, its own version of beer, and then you just kind of get it drunk on dino blood. It's kind of hilarious. And then you have all the other creatures, like again, the Deinosuchus. The Deinosuchus went from looking basically like this, where it looks like an overrated crocodile, to be honest here. And again, this is his first work. But then fast forward to how it is now, and it's a super gator. Like it's always has been. Like it's always should have been. So he took that and was like, you know what? I'm gonna improve it. Let me redo that. And look at it now. The Deinosuchus is not only a creature that is pretty much beloved by the fandom, but is a creature that you will regularly go for boss fights and for pretty much any, not only deep sea adventures, but for your own whatchamacallit, I guess you could say your own swamp adventures as well. And then you have the paleo version, which again improves upon an improvement. It's like giving Perfect Cell a super perfect form, and then he goes on to say, nah, I can improve upon this form. And then he goes into transforms into like some dragon type cell or something like that. It's absolutely intriguing. It's interesting, and it makes you wonder what he could do with other dinosaurs, with other creatures. I mean, for example, the Deinotherium, one of my few all-time favorite Pleistocene or Miocene mammals, all right? Creatures, these prehistoric mammals and stuff that really don't get a lot of love and attention. He made the Deinotherium an absolute powerhouse, an absolute beast to rival things like the Acro, the Rex, and the Spino. And it makes you wonder what he could do for others. Keep in mind, this also comes from the Domination Rex he helped work on. Or maybe he did it himself. I mean, it's amazing. And it makes you wonder what he could do with other hybrids. Me personally, I would like to see him do more hybrids. I really would. I would like for him to do the Super Anno Titan and see how he can improve upon that, because that is a mod in the game, not a very well known mod, but it is a part of the I think it's a part of the Jurassic Park mod or something like that. But again, you have the Domination Rex, which is honestly one of the best hybridized creatures of all time, even though if it takes like too much damage, it'll eventually turn on you, because it'll just be like, dang girl, my bad, like my bad, chill. But again, I would like to see him to work on a lot of these creatures. I would like for him to actually do some more creatures as well. But luckily, we got that wish with Epimasaurus, Deinocheirus, and Seismosaurus. And then again, he's improving upon the Acrocanthosaurus, which I love about him. I love the sheer fact that he's always looking for a way to improve, not to simply just leave it as is, but to improve. And I would honestly hope that he does focus on more Miocene and Pleistocene creatures. Like, I would love to see his version of a Purosaurus, a Silvatherium, and Anarchus. I mean, he's already made the Deinotherium, so the possibilities could just grow. And I really appreciate it. I really do. I think everyone here should appreciate Up From the Depths work. And just how the sheer fact that he's always thinking of not only new dinosaurs to do, new mammals to do, new, everything to do. I actually want to see his own map. I think he does deserve that. I would like to see for him get his own map in the game. And I actually hope he gets paid for these creatures since they are his mods and stuff. And maybe in the future, that man could be, have his own map just dedicated to his own creatures across the board. But in all honesty, I think that's all I really have here, you guys. Maybe I would like to see him do his own version of Godzilla Ark, but yeah, that's pretty much that's pretty much all here. That's pretty much all here. Be sure to comment down below, like and subscribe and share with your friends, and go sub to his channel just as you would sub to mine. Peace.